YouTubes. As you can see, we're going to be looking at the 10th anniversary Undertale newsletter. Man, 10 years, huh? That's quite a bit of time, isn't it? Anyway, it's been 10 years since Undertale released. Therefore, Undertale's 10th anniversary event? That's right. We have Frisk and Papyrus hanging out together. I guess is it canon that Frisk has 10 fingers? I thought it followed cartoon logic where they had 4. Let's have a stream where we play through Undertale, just like we played through all of Deltarune Chapter 1. Looks at the calendar and realizes that the anniversary is on a weekday. Yeah, it's on a Monday. Why don't we do this on the weekend after the anniversary instead? The event will run across 2 days at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on September 20th and 21st. And you can watch it here. I was planning on doing a live stream of Undertale today, but I'm pretty busy. You can either watch the live stream on undertale.com/10 or on Twitch. That's right. When we tried playing through everything, it took over That's right. When we tried playing through everything, it took over 8 hours. So we had to split it up. Well, we'll have to play half of the game on one day and half of the game on the next day. That sure is a long time to talk. Is anyone going to enjoy watching this? Maybe. If you dropped any behind the scenes secrets, Tobias Foxington. Just the nickname I came up with. Just the nickname I thought of for Toby Fox. Chapter 3 and 4 came out. That's right. Last time Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 came out. I really want to look back on those chapters and discuss my thoughts. I like how the table changes the expression. But I don't have time to do that right now. The anniversary is coming up. There's no time to discuss this now. Chapter 5 Progress Update, September 2025. I like how it has a little flower now. And, oh yeah, as Gerson did say something about a flower shop. That makes sense. Instead, let's talk about Chapter 5. Some of you might be wondering what kind of chapter it is. Right now, there's no reason to tell you that. Both of us like surprises, right? If I think of everything in the chapter, though, there is very little I would like to share. That being said, as an act of goodwill, I would like to spoil one optional Castletown scene. This scene assumes you have seen the special room in Chapter 4. Oh yeah, with the mics. Ow! 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 Hey boss! Someone's just knocked. You think that's Tenna? No way it's Tenna. No way it's Tenna, Rubber Brain. If it was him, that knock be more Glooby. Ow. 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 By the way, what the heck is this drink you gave me? Battery acid? Did Queen give it to you? Battery, what? What the heck made you think I drink that? Well, my theory. Well, it's my theory, boss. Uses green, so do you look good with a green drink? Theory? That's not a theory. That's just... You think that's a thing just because something looks cool? That makes it correct? Oh, yeah. Whatever. Ow! 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 And I like how the cat mic is just playing with a little ball of yarn. That's cute. Next time I can show more of Castletown. Detailed progress info. This is the current status of progress as of September 8th, 2025. I imagine progress is a little bit slow as of the 4th because of Silksong. Areas. The early parts of Chapter 5 are complete, but need polish in optional areas. Maybe the last 40% or so of the game is in the rough first pass state, and the last 10% is in the prototyping state. Probably around 85% of the cutscenes have been created up to a first draft state. However, of those, the last 20 or so will require more polish. Something about this tree. Enemies. Regular enemies are mostly done. One programmer is already working on the regular enemy bullet patterns out of Chapter 6. Chapter 6. I wonder what's gonna happen after that. After Chapter 5. The direction of the boss battles have been decided, and many boss attacks have already been completed. Once the attacks are finished, the next goal will be to arrange the attacks and make adjustments to them if necessary to fit the atmosphere of the battle. Overall, with Chapter 3 and 4, there were some creative hurdles, which made developing part of the game more difficult. Parts of the game, how to do the boards of Chapter 3, how to design the events in the Wells house, etc. Once we get past those hurdles and expanded the team, everything went much more smoothly. Chapter 5 was not without hurdles, but we've already passed all the obvious ones. So there's little to get in our way now. We just need to keep making the game. 2 of the shopkeeper bunnies. Oh, she's a shopkeeper. In Undertale, she ran the Snowden Inn. That's a cute little sprite art, though. Timeline. The rough timeline will look like this. Making the game. We are here. Localization, making game, porting game. Finish testing and bug fixing release. Currently, we have one main deadline. I want to begin the translation by the end of 2025. After that point, gameplay changes will be acceptable, but large-scale text and story changes will be heavily frowned upon. Factoring the localization and testing, I don't think that the game will be released in the first half of 2026. You know what? Take your time, dude. No rush. That's not a surprise, right? From the last, let's see, we waited like 3 or 4 years between chapters 2 and 3 and 4. We can wait a little bit longer for 5, right? From last time's update, you guys have already have access to exactly how long each step of the development took. Anyway, we don't have any external factors surrounding the release date this time. Nintendo Switch 2. We'll release it when it's done, and we will continue to update you guys on the progress of its completion. Thanks. Toby Fox voice acting for Homestuck? Oh yeah, I saw the trailer for that the other day. Let me tell you about Homestuck. If you haven't heard of Homestuck, it was the webtoon that basically launched my career. Back in 2010, I was in high school. I was a high school student with no aspirations for music composing at all. That was until I discovered this webcomic, which I really liked. You see, the comic's animated sequence had music created by a team of very talented musicians, the Homestuck music team. I wanted nothing more than to be a part of my own beloved comic, just like them. So one day, when a call was put up for additional musicians, I instantly took the opportunity to become a composer. I made some bad music, sent it over, and the author of the comic added me to the group. That's cool. Well, I didn't want to waste the opportunity of being added, so I tried really hard to make as much music as I could, combining many motifs as I could from the other musicians. It was that experience which forged me into the composer I am today. Additionally, thanks to my association with the comic, I gained a following on social media, which really helps me when I made a Kickstarter for my game Undertale. You know, the thing which enabled me to make the game. I even initially reached out to Temi specifically because of a Homestuck fan art she did on Tumblr. So I really owe a lot to Homestuck. It made me better at music, allowed me to make my game, connected me with many important friendships, and taught me lessons on how to deal with the fandom and the importance of valuing your fans. In my mind, it's basically a debt I've never been able to repay. Toby, don't be so hard on yourself, dude. Yeah, I don't think it's just Homestuck that put your name on the map. Something like that. I think it's also the Earthbound Halloween hack that helped with that as well. Therefore, when I asked if I could help out with a new Homestuck animation, when I was asked to help, I said I would give it a shot. Surprisingly, the request was not for music, but voice acting. Still, I felt like I should help out. Hey, you did some voice acting in We Were Bears. Waiting at the voice acting studio was another surprise. A few minutes into recording with the voice director, I noticed, hey, isn't this guy's resting voice Daggett from Angry Beavers? It turned Richard Horvitz? Wow. It turned out that the voice director was the voice of Invader Zim. Richard David Horvitz. Who was also Moxie and hell of a boss. The recording session took a few hours, but it was so fun that it felt like it ended pretty much immediately. I'm not really a pro, so I was nervous about the result, but Invader Zim told me that I did a good job, so I just have to trust him. Anyway, that was my experience helping out. Man, that's cool. It's really cool, dude. So I'd like to show you the trailer. I play the role of John Egbert, the kid wearing glasses. But first, a warning for the more sensitive members of my audience. Homestuck has a lot of dirty language, and they had me say some pretty profane things. So if you're a kid or would rather not hear those kinds of words, don't watch. I already saw the trailer a little while ago, like I said. I mean, it's gonna be animated by Spindle Horse, Vibsy Pop, so you most likely will expect profanity. Thanks. You're welcome. Off music. I've never played Off or Omori. I kind of want to play those games. I just started playing through Hades and Dave the Diver, so... Fan game... Oh yeah, and played a little bit of Silk Song so far. Fangamer developed an alternative version of Off available for Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's a legendary RPG Maker game. The characters were inspirations for the designs of Sans and Papyrus. ACC, the musician for the original version, available online for free forever. Didn't want his music to be used in the remake, but also don't have a problem with us making new tracks. It's a bit strange. It's a bit of a strange circumstance. I was asked by the Off creator what are scopes to help, so I made some tracks for the game. You can download all of my songs for free here. They're also available on YouTube. Enjoy. Alright, I'll probably do that off camera. Fan musical albums? Recently, there have been some musical albums consisting of Undertale and Deltarune covers, which I have been encouraged to recommend to you. I like that album cover, that's pretty. You can tell it's, at least goes up to chapter 2 because Queen is there. Deltarune Piano Collection Volume 1 is out now. Some virtuosistic piano arrangements of Deltarune's music made by Trevor Allen Gomes. I really recommend giving this one a listen. It's available on YouTube if you want to sample it for free. Monster Cat X Undertale, upcoming on October 6th. An album of electronic Undertale arrangements curated by Monster Cat and Firaga Records. Many different artists worked very hard to put this album together, and the creativity shines through. The album releases Monday, October 6th, with physical editions to follow. Click here to be the first to listen to it. Oh yeah, I know about this merch. New merchandise. When I searched up Tenna on the Fangamer store, a shirt for Ina came up. Yeah, this one. Let's see, Tenna plush, Tenna figure, and Tenna pin, as well as Rousey, Nino El Nina, and a Shadow Guy. doesn't look like it doesn't look like my usual merchandise, but I guess I could tell you guys to buy it. In conclusion, 10 years passing is annoying. Does that mean I'm annoying? No, you're not, Toby. Anyways, I'll save my words for the event. And I've been rambling on for like 20 minutes. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright, thanks for watching, and bye!